Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today I got a fun one for you guys. So myself and Jay from Homestead Jay, we're going to be doing a boiler comparison. So I have a gasification outdoor boiler. He has a standard, traditional outdoor boiler. And we're going to be doing where we throw in, it's not going to be apples to apples, but it's going to be pretty close. Split wood that is 16-inch in length. I'm going to be throwing in 40 pieces. I'd have to recount, but it's 40 pieces of cherry. He has cherry. He'll go over in his video, which I'll put a link down in the description. So you can check out his video and look at the comparison. So I'm heating, and we're just going to go over some facts here so you kind of understand what I'm heating and what he's heating. My house is 3,000 square feet. So we heat that, and the way my setup works, I have a heat exchanger that goes into the plenum, and it also heats our domestic hot water. So I'm also heating my shop, both shops. The main one's 2,000 square feet, and the other one's 1,500. So what is that? 2, 3, 5, about 6,500 square feet, give or take. We heat the house at night at 70 degrees. During the day, it's 73. My shops, this main one is 65. The other one is at 60 degrees. Current temp right now, it's cold out today. It's going to be the coldest night of the year, and I'm doing this test. Let me just bear with me here. I should have looked at this, but I didn't. It is currently 16 degrees. Tonight, I know it's supposed to go down to 10 degrees. It's really windy, so that's not helping the cause at all. So like I said, I have cherry wood here. They're not big splits by any means. So this is probably the biggest piece. Normal size split that you would probably put in a wood stove. So it is November 27th at 8:18. So hopefully you can see that it's 8:18 November 27th. Just so we're all transparent on not trying to pull a fast one or nothing. So she's just about to go into a burn cycle. Yep. So I have my boiler set up at, it goes from 175 to 185, a 10 degree differential. So if anyone knows a boiler, you let the temp go up. When it comes back down, it restarts the burn process. So yeah, let's get her cracked open, and you know what? I'm going to open her up here. I'm going to stir the coals. I'm going to show you what it looks like so you know that I'm not trying to pull a fast one here, that it is empty, or close enough to being empty. So it should just be coals, hopefully. So I'm just going to stir it up, throw in the wood, show it to you, shut it, and walk away. And I'm not going to open this back up till tomorrow, hopefully in the morning or longer. But I'm not going to open it up until I can tell that it's not heating anymore, meaning it's out of wood. Like I said, this is definitely the coldest night that we've had. So I'm hoping I'm throwing it enough to get me till the morning. So 8 o'clock would be 12 hours. I would think it's going to do that. So let me stir it up quick here. Not a lot of coals, but enough. So it's probably going to be hard to tell. So yeah, it's literally just coals in there. That's where the nozzle goes down to start the gasification. So here's the top of the door. See if I can get the camera to go down. So as you can tell, there's no wood in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a bunch of wood, shut the door, and walk away. Okay, so that's the 40 pieces. So as you can tell, it's just above the door. And that's all I should have to put in there, hopefully. So we'll find out. So, like I said, Homestead J is going to be doing the exact same thing. Actually, I think it turned on. It's just a timer cycle. He's going to be doing the same test, same scenario. He'll go over how much square footage that he's heating, his current setup, what he has. So this is as close as I think we're going to get to do a comparison on a gasification unit versus a traditional outdoor wood boiler. So, because I know a lot of people, you know, they're always looking at purchasing a boiler for the first time or maybe upgrading. Is it worth it to buy a more expensive unit like a gasser like I have, or just go to the traditional? So I'm not going to get into, you know, is it harder to run this versus that. You guys can look at my other videos if you want to look at that, or look at Jay's videos. We kind of go over all that in a bunch of our boiler videos. So, but yeah, like I said, there'll be a link in the description to go to his page to look at his comparison. We're doing this at the same time. He may do his, I think, a day later, when, because I'm in southeast Wisconsin. He's in New Hampshire, I believe. So he'll have my weather probably tomorrow, give or take. And we're going to do this at night, at least I am. I'm pretty sure he is too, when it's the coldest, so that we don't have to worry about the sun heating up the house. If his house gets more sunlight than mine, vice versa, it's dark. So it's pretty much going to be as close as we can get versus taking this boiler out and putting his in here, or vice versa, or whatever. So yeah, stay tuned. So within a couple seconds for you guys, it'll be the rest of the video going over the time, how long it worked, how much wood is in there or not in there. But like I said, I'm not going to touch this thing until I come back out in the morning to see. And if it's still going, I'm going to let it go and just see how long it goes. It's 40 pieces of cherry that's, you know, dry. I think I tested it a couple weeks ago and it was like 12%, give or take, somewhere down in the 9, so it's super dry. So, but yeah, stay tuned. Okay guys, it's the next day. It's literally 8:15, so it's the same time, and hopefully you can see that, November 28th, 8:15. So exactly 12 hours from when I loaded it. And I've been keeping an eye on it this morning. I can tell that it's not heating anymore. So it's probably just coals in there. So 12 hours. It is currently, I want to say it's 12 degrees. I just looked. So they did get down to around 10 overnight. It's not really too breezy right now. So we made it 12 hours heating 6,500 square feet total. In this gasification unit, using 40 pieces of production size cherry firewood. So pretty cold, heating, like I said, 6,500 in a G10000 that's made by HeatMaster gasification model. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. I mean, that's a good amount of space to heat with 40 pieces on a really cold day, or night for that matter. So you guys are gonna have to check out what Jay did at with his classic central boiler, what his results were of what he heated. His temps should be roughly around the same. I believe he's heating roughly half of what I've heated, so it's gonna be curious to see. So check his video out. I'll have a link down in the description on what he got, so that way you guys can get a good comparison on a gasification model versus the standard traditional boiler in heating requirements. So, and I don't even know what he got, so I'll be looking at that too. But both our videos will be live at the same time, so you can watch mine, watch his, vice versa. So pretty interesting results, I believe. So that's kind of what I expected on this, since it was so cold and I'm heating so much. But it's good hardwood. So he's using cherry, I'm using cherry. So it should be a pretty good test. So yeah, check them out. Check that video out. It's, like I said, it's a good comparison. So, but it's cold. I want to get some wood in here and get this thing going, because it's a cold day out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hope you got some information on, I guess you could say old versus new technology, because that's really what it is. So, but yeah, check him out. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, do that. And likewise with mine, if you choose to do that, I'd appreciate it. But other than that, keep burning.